you, Eric. Now we'll go to some BFFs. Mwendi is there a recording or is Mwendi on the call? I think there's a recording. Dottie, perhaps you can confirm that.
You're asking if the meeting is being recorded live?
No. I'm asking if Mwendi is on the call or is there a recording to be played? Because I know there was a couple people who.
So hi, can I be heard? Am I being heard?
Oh, you're on the call. Yay.
Hi.
Okay.
Hey. So no,
Go ahead.
hi.
Suzie, I'm here.
Everyone. Wendy's there?
Yeah. I am.
You're there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. We were having also our own technical difficulties downloading the recording, but you're here. Okay.
I am, so I can
Take
say
it
it
away.
in person.
Go ahead, Wendy. Go ahead.
Just finding a quieter place. But I think mine is just to say, Suzie, I'm so proud of you. We have known each other for all our lives, and I'm just so excited to see the dreams and the stories that we used to share, and just your passion and your determination being shared in this book, this journal, this memoir, this life story. I'm really excited for you and for just your courage. You know, it's never easy to be vulnerable, to share just the things that life teaches you and the experiences that you go through. So thank you. And I know I'm so excited for people to read it. I personally read it. We've been through it. Our children have gone through it. Kanji has gone through it. And we're just like, wow, this is just courage personified. And I celebrate you. I celebrate all of you. I know I'm one of your biggest champions, and this is just the beginning. So here's to your next mama. Congratulations. And I love you very much. So proud of you. Mwah.
Thank you, Wendy. So glad you could make it. And you're absolutely right. It is courage personified. First of all, it takes courage to do what she did. And then it takes courage to put pen to paper, right? So absolutely, we celebrate you, Suzie, for your courage, for your bravery. Next up, I have Kathy Muthune. I don't know if she's on the call. I hope she is, because like Suzie says, there were some recording technicalities. Kathy, are you on?
She may not be. She may or may not be. We can do hers
I see the name,
later.
but okay. All right. Is Wandia on the call? Is Wandia on the call? Okay. I think we can then see if Michelle Ntalami, is Michelle on the call?
Nemo, I think Michelle will be on around 10 o'clock.
Okay. Do we have a recording from Kathy, or was she gonna call in?
We have a recording, so that will put up when the technical difficulties are worked out. So I don't mind doing a small address either now, as we wait for stuff to happen?
Absolutely.
We're still quite early, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. A-
Okay,
Absolutely. If you, yeah,
so
let's go. I mean, it's about you, girl. It's about you. Go
let's
ahead.
see, where am I there? Am I seen yet? Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I see me. Yeah, good.
We see you. Go ahead.
All right. Hi. Oh my gosh. This is a milestone, if not to say the least. I'm actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm gonna just read the first few lines of what I wrote, because this is exactly what it feels like still. Oh my God, I'm writing a book. Eek! And woohoo! Here goes. And then went on to tell the story. So this has been its own little journey. All I've been doing is journeys, right? And so my publisher, Mr. Duso Radido. So he has been trying to find me. He tried to find me for 3 years before I agreed to do this. Because he's like, year one, he's like, can you write a book? I'm like, no. Year two, he's like, please write a book. And I'm like, about what? Like, I don't have much to say. He's like, how many articles have you been written about? How many books have you been written in? Like, other people's books that, they talked about me in. I'm like, yeah, it's a whole bunch. I have the records to show. I keep them all. He's like, so because people want to hear the story and they want it all in one place, so just do it. So I said no still again. And then year three, so it was 2022, and I was a little more idle, maybe had more open brain space where I'm like, okay, let's try. Oh, but I still fought him because I'm like, I don't even know how to write. I don't write. I barely read. I watch YouTube and podcasts. He's like, you're an information consumer, so you're a reader. Writing wise, he's like, that's where I come in. So I actually did a whole bunch of recordings. So he finally convinced me, and I did one time a week for like 8 weeks. Just recording the story from beginning to end. He's just like, talk about the day you were born until today. So, but we also wanted to make a big bulk of the story, the Suzie Beauty story, because a lot of people want to hear about it. It is a pioneer brand and a bit of a groundbreaker, and they've called me all sorts of things. So just putting that into the bulk of it was important. But yes, and then, talking about my life and my family, and yeah, and then all the people that have made a difference to me and added all the spice into the entire journey, which has been a long one, which continues. I insisted on this title, A Beautiful Journey. Not beautiful, because that's too obvious and boring, but beautiful, like full of beauty. Because it has been. I've gone through all sorts, like everyone else. So that's where I also have I definitely had a bit of a, who do I think I am? Many moments. Why? Everyone has an amazing story to tell, So who do I think I am to be telling mine? But once I started sort of, putting it all out and down, I'm like, okay, it's a bit of a story. It's fun. And then the book itself also is, a lot of a picture book. I love pictures and photos, and I'm the one who like prints out my house looks like an album of memories from family and friends and all the things that we do. So a bunch of that is in there. What else? And then of course the entrepreneurship journey, which I never planned to be an entrepreneur. I never planned to be an author either, but I'm kind of officially a published author. That's crazy. But the entrepreneurship journey was important for me to tell because a lot of people want to know how to start, where it went, and the truths behind. Because a lot of it's hard for entrepreneurs. It's a very lonely space and a very scary space. Many people don't tell the real truths behind the scenes. So I always find it very important to tell those truths. So you'll see all that in there. And then thank you all so much for being here. I know we'll keep interacting through the next few hours. I think I've covered what I wanted to cover for the introduction. And so Nemo, I think we can now maybe have Mr. Duso Radido say something and then continue with the program.
Absolutely. So proud that you have added published author to your repertoire of the many things that you have done. And we are forever thankful to Mr. Radido for making it happen. So Duso Radido is the founder of Zion Pearl Publishers, the publisher of this masterpiece. He is an award-winning influencer, an empowerment champion, a thought leader. And boy, aren't we glad that he brought this story into our hands and into our hearts. Duso, take it away.
Well, thank you so very much. Thank you, Nemo. Thank you, Suzie. Thank you, Dottie, and everybody that is in the meeting today. I'm so glad to be here. And I'm so glad that this is finally happening. Let me know if my voice is clear enough before I proceed.
It's clear. You're good.
All right. Thank you so much. Suzie, I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. Today we celebrate the fact that now you're a published author. As she has said, it took a while to get her because Suzie is a ball of rolling energy, very unpredictable. There are no rules around her life. And as someone has correctly said, that is how she is, and she dispenses herself so gracefully in that. Quite mysterious for many of us who are very structured and very, predictable and formal in our approach of things. But it was amazing doing this project. So the first time we were supposed to meet was, let me check the date again, because we were supposed to meet sometime, I think in 2021 or 2022. We planned for a meeting and then something came up. We were not able to meet. And she graciously accepted to push that meeting to the next day. And it happened that we met. I'm going to just retrieve the date for you because I think I recorded it somewhere here. I'm mentioning this date so that I put some kind of context to how the journey has been. We were talking in May 2022, around 24th, 25th there. Then we met on May 27 at the Junction Mall in Lavington. And this meeting was coming after 3 years of looking for each other. And what drew me to Suzie is that I've had her story, I've followed her story a lot. Before I met her, I had so many people mentioning her name. And when I went online to see who she is, definitely, I realized that she's quite a resourceful person. And many people talk about her, many people write about her. And so the question that came to my mind is that whereas everybody's talking about her, is she talking about herself? What does she know? Because a lot of times when people write about people talk about people, they mostly focus on what they can see from outside, and usually miss out on the spirit behind, the thoughts behind, the work behind. So my interest was to go behind and see how her world looks like, what is the power behind her philosophy, and where does she get her energy from and her inspiration from, and where does she get her strength from. And that is why I actually reached out to her, and I challenged her to consider. And I think my conversation with her on the 27th of May, 2022 took about roughly 2 hours. We just sat down and talked and laughed as if we had known each other for many years. And I liked that fact about her. We didn't take very long to settle the protocol issues of two strangers meeting. We just fixed that in a minute, and we were talking and discussed a lot of things. And I liked her excitement and her openness to the fact that she was supposed to write a book. Of course, she confessed many times she's never written, she's not a writer, she doesn't know how to go about it, but she was open. She said, okay, why not? Let's try this thing, let's see how it goes. And that's the energy that we took into the project, and it has been amazing. It's been a long journey because Suzie is not a person of one thing. She's a person of many things, and her energy is dispensed with a lot of passion, so that when she's pursuing something, her passion is in that thing, and when you get her passion is with you, and that is how it has been. She wanted to tell her story her own way. If you read this book, you will feel the language of Suzie, because that's how she talks. I've never seen a book full of emojis like Suzie's book. I actually never imagined that emojis would find their way into books, but her book is full of that. If it's a smiley situation she's talking about, there is a smile emoji there. If it is a happy one, if it's a situation of uncertainty, she found something relevant to describe that. And of course, as she has said, she is a person of photos and pictures. She tells her stories using pictures, and she loves it that way. And her life is full of color, lots of things, very colorful stuff around it, and that's a beautiful thing. So as I speak today, I'm very proud. I'm proud that we got an opportunity to immortalize her wisdom and serve this to this generation and many generations that will come. The kind of person that she is a rare breed. And if we can have somebody like that in our midst, and we don't study their style, their model, the way they dispense themselves, then we miss out on something very important, because we will not have a model that other people can learn from, or it will take a very long time to produce another kind of person like that. Because in my opinion, all the years she's been alive, those are the years that it took to bring out this that we are celebrating today. So if we ever imagine building something like that again, then somebody must get ready with that number of years, and hopefully the kind of investment that went into her life from her parents, from her teachers, from her mentors, from her friends, and everybody else that ever came in contact with her. And you can be sure it's not actually possible to reconstruct something like that. So when we have it and when we can access it, the best thing to do is to tap from it and draw from it and learn from it, and immortalize what we can immortalize, and use it to inspire some and provoke others and challenge others, and help guide ourselves in a direction that produces better meaning and better value for ourselves. So today is a big day. We are happy and we are glad that it has happened. And as I said in my conversation the first time I met her, I feel like Suzie is a library of books, not just one book. And I think her husband has also mentioned that, because there is always something new coming out of her mouth and something new coming out of her creativity. So that we have to keep pace with that, and hopefully we are able to tap into that as much as we can, so that we avail it for people to learn from and for people to be inspired from. So as a publisher, we are glad, we are proud, we are happy. We are happy with the results. We are happy with the impact that the book is already creating. And we're also happy with the feedback that is already coming out of that. Many of the people who have seen the book, touched the book, read the book, are saying very, very positive words about it. And we are very, very glad that we had the opportunity to stand behind this and to bring it to life. So Congratulations, Suzie, and welcome everybody. I hope you enjoy yourselves, and I hope you get an opportunity to actually get a feel of the book. As soon as this is done, of course, you'll be given directions on where you can be able to get the book. Otherwise, I'm so proud and I'm glad. Thank you so very much, everybody. And back to you, Nemo.
Thank you, Duso. And you're absolutely right. Suzie's life is full of color. And we are so glad that you helped bring this color into our hands. Page 214, my why. This is my reason: to leave a legacy that my children, grandchildren, and future generations will talk of, respect, or know of. That is why mediocrity scares me, because how can you just breeze through life, retire in a small town, and just wither away? I have always had it where I had to make a difference. Even why being written about me is so important to me. I have kept every single article that has been written about me from the first one in the newspaper in 2009 onwards, because I feel the need to have been there and made a mark. There's a song by Beyonce which defines this so perfectly and should be my epitaph. It's called I Was Here. The main part says, I was here, I lived, I loved. I was here, I did. I've done everything I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. Isn't that beautiful? That is exactly what I believe. To achieve this, living in the now and appreciating every moment is equally important to me. I am here, I live, I love. I do everything I want, and it is more than I thought it would be. Today is all you have. Everything else is memory or conjecture. Do your best every day, whatever that means for you today, as long as it's always from a good place. Beautiful words from a beautiful journey. Thank you, Suzie, for sharing your why. It is profound, it is inspiring, it impacts us all. Thank you. So now it is my privilege, Wale Akinyemi, a familiar name to us to be sure. He is a business strategist, a consultant, author, inspirational speaker, columnist. He's the powerhouse behind the Street University. He's been a mentor and shoulder for Suzie. He wrote a powerful foreword for this amazing book. Karibu sana, Wale. Oh, is he not on? I thought he was on. I'd seen him earlier. Has he dropped off? Okay, while we are figuring out where he is, I'm going to do what we hated when teachers did when we were in school, which is I'm just going to pick somebody. Sorry. Let me just go through the... Oh, Proscovia. Pros, why don't you say something? I see you. Are you there, Pros?
I am.
Go ahead. I know you're like, nah, that Nemo. Yes, I did it. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for putting me on the spot, Nemo. Sorry, I'm not gonna come on video because it's super late here and I'm just not camera ready. But this is so amazing, Suzie. We're so proud of you. I actually put it in the chat. I can't wait to read the book. I read some of it when you were kind of coming up with all of your ideas, but I can't wait to see the finished product. Wendy has already told us how amazing it is, and we just can't wait to relive your journey with you and watch other people see what you put out in the world for us. And thank you, and we're just so happy for you and so proud of you. And Nemo, thanks for putting me on the spot.
You're welcome. I hope guys don't start dropping off the call lest I call them. But anyway. Oh, we have Wale. Okay, he's back. Yay. So you didn't hear my intro, but I promise you, Wale, it was very, very good.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, Karibu.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. And what a privilege to be here. What a privilege to see something being birthed and then nurtured, and finally we have it. And when I think of this, I always talk about my favorite topic, and that is Africa. And that is the fact that what we are seeing here, what we have seen with Suzie, that is the hope for the African continent, where creatives are able to find expression for their creativity and document their stories. An Oxford professor years ago said Africa had no written history before colonial rule, and you see, when we don't document our history, then people have the liberty to change it. So while I congratulate Suzie for what has happened, my reflections are, after I watched the documentary on YouTube. It's called The Men Who Built America. And very few things impacted my life like that, because I saw that it is through the boldness, the audacity of creators, the audacity to say, I have an idea. That idea can change the world. Nobody believes in it, but I am going to step out. I am going to do it. People will criticize me. People will make fun of me, but I am still going to go ahead. Now, I have discovered that is the spirit that builds nations. That is the spirit, nothing more. When you look at every great thing that is celebrated today was once despised by experts. Every great thing that was celebrated today. So that means if you are here today and you're listening, or you watch this some other time, you have an opportunity. Let me give you an example. November 2023, I think it was the 30th of November, if I'm not mistaken, the world was gifted with the AI platform ChatGPT. Now, that means before that date, we had no ChatGPT experts besides the people that created it. But if you go online right now, and don't take my word for it, you can go online and just Google or go on YouTube and put ChatGPT experts. You will see a long list of them. Some of them have millions of views, and they have become, who made them experts? Their creativity, their audacity made them experts. I am a firm believer that the cautious the bold, the audacious may not live forever, but the cautious will never have a life. And we are the beneficiaries of the audacious minds like Suzie, who have decided, I carry something inside me, I'm going to bring it out. And so if there is a message that I want to get across to everybody today, it's this. What is that baby that you carry? How long Have you been telling yourself, one day, I'm going to do something about it? You know, procrastination is a deception held by people who have been hoodwinked to think they are in control of time and the future. How many of those babies are in you right now? You said, one day I will do it. And that one day has not come. Can today be the first day of that one day? Can today be that day? All right, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to, and you know, my mother, my late mom, I learned some things from her. And I wrote a book which I did not have. I've written 22 books so far, but I wrote a book which I've not had the guts to publish. It's titled, "The Things My Mother Taught Me That Did Not Work." And there were a couple of them. Slow and steady wins the race. When I got into the real world, I found out that I was trying to be slow and steady, and it was the fast, focused, and consistent that were winning races. My mother told me that good things happen to those who wait. And here I was waiting. You know, I remember when I was in school, there was this girl that I liked, and apparently she liked me. But I was told good things happen to those who wait. So I just waited. I just waited, you know. I did not know that hope was not a strategy. I just waited. I just waited. You know what? A friend of mine ended up going out with a girl. You know, so later on, many years later, I bumped into her. Of course, we're both now married and all that. And she said, "Wale, you know what? You know, I had a crush on you when we were in school." I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Why didn't you give me a sign?" She said, "Well, I was just waiting." I said, "There we go. Your mother and my mother must have gone to the same school." You know, so I was told good things happen to those who wait. But, you know, good things happen to those who get them, to those who step out and get them. All right? And one of the things, unfortunately, that I learned from her that doesn't work is that one day I will do it. My mom had recipes. In fact, Susie reminds me of my mom a lot. My mom was super creative. She had recipes for any fruit that was in season. Oh, my mom made mango jam. She made tomato jam. Her tomato jam tasted so much like strawberry jam. She made guava jam. She made jam out of any fruit that was in season. And everybody told her, do something about it. Do something about it. You know what? She didn't do anything about it. And do you know, my mom died with all those recipes. And that taught me something. And that is, I would rather be flawed in execution than be perfect in procrastination. I would rather do something and it's not perfect and then perfect it on the way than sit down and wait for perfect conditions. The Bible says that he that waits for perfect conditions will get nothing done. So while I congratulate my friend Susie, I want to challenge everybody else. And that is, we all got babies, all those dreams, all those ideas. Let's get them out. Let's use Susie as a point of contact, as a point of inspiration that, you know what, she has done it and I'm going to do it too. I'm going to bring out my own babies. I'm going to launch out with my own dreams. There are few things more frustrating, and I'm going to end on this. Few things more frustrating than having an idea and you think small of yourself, you don't do anything about it, and then years down the line or sometime later, you see somebody do exactly the same thing you were thinking of, and it becomes a really big deal, and everybody is celebrating it. And then you tell your friends that, you know, I had that idea. I learned something. The world never celebrates who had the idea. The world celebrates who executed the idea. So you can tell everybody, it was my idea, it was my idea. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, life rewards the executors. So I beg you, whatever you have in you, don't leave the earth without your contribution to humanity, your contribution to generations. You know, don't leave the earth without something that you've birthed that will be a reference point for your name. Legacy is how you want to be defined when you are no more there to defend yourself. And I think it was Churchill that said that he knew history was going to be kind to him. And when asked how, he said, because he was going to write his own history. So every day we have an opportunity to add another building block to our legacy. Suzie has added another building block to her legacy today, but guess what? Everybody can do it. And the best part of it, you don't need permission from anybody to add another building block to your legacy. So Suzie, congratulations. I rejoice with you. We're so proud of you. And thank you for the opportunity to share these thoughts this morning. Thank you.
Powerful words, Wale. Thank you so much. Audacity is the spirit that builds nations. Certainly, Suzie embodies that. The question on everyone's mind right now, because we are so moved by the story, we are so inspired by it, is where is this darn book? You know, where can we get it? How much is it? You know, can those who are sitting in places outside of Kenya get it? So let me turn it to Duso and his team to tell us where can we get this book? We want to get our hands on it. Yes, we want to get our hands on it. Please walk us through that so that people can start, you know, sharing the good news.
Well, thank you so much, Nimo, and thank you so much, Dr. Wale. Wale has been an inspiration to some of us for many, many years. There's a book I wrote after listening to him teach something. One time he was talking to us about the power of building capacity, and he really provoked me. One thing I know about interacting with Wale is provocation. The man would provoke you with words and challenges that never leave you the same. Thank you so much, sir, for coming and speaking to us. So the book is available on Amazon. I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to have one of my team members share the links with all of us. If you are in the diaspora or outside there, somewhere in the world, you can always get the book from Amazon. If you are within the East African region, there's a link that we are sharing as well. You can get the book from that. You just need to place your order, and then the delivery will be done to your place of address, whether in office or in your house, etc. You can also pick copies from our offices at Kasarani Plaza, near the Kasarani Police Station on Thika Road. And we are also going to have the book stocked at Yaya Center. I'm just forgetting the name of that bookstore. Maybe Suzie can help me remember the name of that store. We hope to have copies in that as well. But through the links we'll share with you, you can conveniently place your orders and get the copies delivered to you immediately. So the links will be shared with you on the chat in a minute, and then you can be able to proceed from there. Thank you so very much, and back to you, Nimo.
Thank you for that, Duso. I know that people were practically sitting on their hands because they're like, this story is so interesting and so empowering. We need to get our hands on it. So you heard that at Yaya Center. The store is called Bookstop. So you can pick it up there. We've heard that you can also pick it up at Zion Pearl Publishers, which is in Kasarani, and you can certainly share the location as well. And for those of you around the world, you can also get your hands on it via Amazon. So I think in the course of this call, we will also be sharing that information. Perhaps we can even drop it in the chat as we go along. But just very, very exciting, super gems. I mean, I think that Wale just captured it so well. It's the audacity, it's the bravery, and it's not to say that it is not a scary thing to start something new, for it to not maybe go the way that you wanted, to keep going, to start again, but you do it scared, right? You do it scared because, as he says, you'd rather be flawed in execution than perfect in procrastination. So very, very powerful words. And this book, I can tell you, just captures so many of those truths, and so much of that determination, so much of that resilience that just comes out so beautifully in this book. Now, at this point, we want to open it up to questions or comments from you all who've been listening to this. Some of you who've read it maybe can also share some of the gems gleaned from it. I see
So,
Susie trying to speak.
Nemo,
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Kathy is live. I wanted to, I think she wanted to get on and say something.
Oh, she did. She made it. Yay. Come
Yeah.
on in. Hi, Kathy. Come on in. Are you there?
I think she is. Hang on. No? Okay. Hang on. American time and African time is different. Let's see.
Oh, there you are. There you are.
Is she
There you
there?
are. Oh, I saw a glimpse and then she vanished. Oh, there you are. Okay, go ahead. We see you-ish. Yay, hi. I know it's the middle of the night, but it's your BFF. We do what we gotta do, Kathy. We do what we gotta do. Unmute. We can't hear you. You need to unmute. We can't hear you. Can
I
maybe
know,
the
I'm
host
telling them to
unmute her?
unmute.
Can the mute and host? I mean, can the host unmute her? Sorry. Hold on, Kathy. We still can't hear you. So just the folks at Zion, is it Dottie? Can you unmute her?
We're trying to unmute her from this end. She has to do it from our end. Looks like it's muted from our end.
Oh, Kathy.
Okay, no,
You need
maybe
to
not.
unmute.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay,
CD.
while Kathy, okay, hold on. While Kathy is figuring out the sound issue, we have CD. Yay.
Woo!
Yay. So CD, first of all, let me just say this. Not that this is about me at all, but I'm just
Hi.
saying I'm the one who introduced CD and Suzie. So, let me just take that. But
Good.
Suzie,
Okay.
CD has become one of Suzie's best friends, the business partners now. We're so glad to have you. CD, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. As you can see, I'm at Karura. I was taking a walk there, but we're at this point in your life. It's been a good journey, like supporting you through the sale of your old business and seeing you transition to a new one. And I'm looking forward to a new book to say what SB Dada will look like, because your current book talks about Suzie Beauty. But I'm very proud to be part of your journey, and we are all supporting you in this. Nemo, where had we reached? Are we doing intros?
I'm just saying, I had introduced you, and I was just taking a little bit of credit for bringing the two of you together. So we're all moms at the same school. We have kids that play football together. And I'm just saying, you know how people sometimes are like giraffes, right? They see far. So I'm thinking maybe I saw far. And so I was like, these two need to
I will
come
give you
together
that.
because magic needs to happen. So
I will give you that.
thank you, CD, and thank you for coming in even from the forest. For our person, Suzie, cheerleaders are coming from the forest. They're coming from all over the world in the middle of the night. So thank you, CD, for your support and for walking with Suzie on this journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Nemo. Too much love for Suzie.
Thanks, CD.
Okay, is Kathy now able to be heard? Oh, it just dropped off. Oh, don't see her on the call. Oh. Okay, I guess while we're waiting for her, are they volunteers before I start picking people at random? You know, somebody who wants to say something. If you've read the book,
I think we can,
something that, yeah, go ahead,
as
Suzie.
we deal with still tech issues, maybe we can go to Q&As. I don't know, like if the entire audience wants to jump in, like it's fine.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm opening it up. Yeah, comments, questions. Anyone?
There's been a bunch of lovely comments in the section. So thank you everyone also for all your congratulations and your proud of me's and the things. I really, really appreciate it. And this has been great so far. Like so I'm trying to feel like I might have left out a thing or two. I've seen so many important people through the journey in here. So Melanie, I see you. Melanie Hawken, she's the founder of Lionesses of Africa, which is an organization that I belong to. And she's given me so many platforms. And Melanie, hi Mel.
Hi, it's great to be part of.
Where are you now?
Morning.
Where are you right now?
I'm literally coming to you from a really beautiful but very cold Netherlands morning where we have our European office for Lionesses of Africa. So it's great to be able to join you. So it's a little early, but great to be with you. And I was actually just.
So maybe you can say a thing or two.
Yeah, well, I was actually in my message that I put in the chat. I was actually just reflecting, Suzie, and you and I have shared a journey over the past decade, and you probably don't realize this, but in November this year, Lionesses of Africa is 10 years old, and it's our anniversary. And if I can say that when I was reflecting, when you sent me the news about your book launch, I went back and I revisited the first women entrepreneurs that I spoke to when we first were just conceptualizing the idea of launching Lionesses of Africa. And you were one of the very first women entrepreneurs I was introduced to. And I remember when we first had our very first conversation and we were sharing journeys, and you were I can honestly say now, you were one of the most energized, passionate, incredibly inspirational women entrepreneurs that I spoke to. And as you know, now we have 1.8 million women entrepreneurs in our Lionesses of Africa network. And your story is still one of the most visited stories on our platform. Every time you write something for us or you share news of what you're doing, it inspires literally millions of other women entrepreneurs. You know, we always talk, and when you and I last met, actually, funnily enough, Suzie, when you and I last met, it was in the Netherlands. Do you remember? We were in Amsterdam together. And who would have thought
we were on a panel.
We were on a panel together, and who would have thought all of these years later, we would be opening our European office here for Lionesses of Africa. But I remember you and I had a conversation at that event, and we were reflecting on a shared journey. And I think that's what's so important about you finally putting your story in book form. And I'm so delighted that you've done that. But we were talking about how important it is to have line of sight to other incredible, inspirational women entrepreneurs that they've managed to get over all of the challenges, and gosh knows, there are so many challenges that are thrown in the pathway of women building their businesses. But we need line of sight to successful women that have built their businesses, that can show that it's possible, that you can have that dream and turn it into reality. And I have to say, I love what Wale was saying earlier on. You know, the world celebrates a person who talks of having, those who actually make the idea a reality, not those who talk about doing it. And you are one of life's doers. You have created an incredible business, an incredible brand. You continue to innovate. You continue to be a leader. You continue to be an inspiration. And you are one of the most get up there and do it, regardless of the challenges, people I've ever met on this journey. So for me, you are a true lioness of Africa. You're an incredible woman entrepreneur. You're a beautiful person. And I'm so thrilled you finally put your amazing story in print. We will be sharing it across our network and making sure our 1.8 million women entrepreneurs get inspired by it. Thanks for actually doing what lots of people don't do, putting it in print. Proud of you.
Thank you so, so much.
Thank you. Beautiful testimony, and absolutely, Suzie is a lioness. Absolutely. And we're so glad for this book. Page 119. When I decided on creating a new brand, I thoroughly researched the market and discovered that the landscape has significantly transformed since the inception of Suzie Beauty. The industry has undergone such profound changes with completely different players in the market that I've been compelled to reassess and reevaluate everything. I know I still have a role to play and a place to stand in the industry. I defined my purpose, and it is to be an instrumental contributor to the growth of the African beauty industry. This is Suzie talking about her next chapter, but she already is an instrumental contributor to the growth of the African beauty industry. She has been a trailblazer in this space, and all this is in her book, which we are just so excited to have in our hands. So kudos, kudos, kudos. Does anyone else have questions, comments? Shakira Kawaja, I see your hand is up. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Give me 1 minute, please. Apologies for that. Hi, Suzie. Congratulations. So I'm Shakira Khwaja. I've was in high school with Suzie at Kianda. And I just wanted to step in very quickly and say hello and to let you know that I'm very proud of you. And you haven't changed. You've refined all your wonderful talents, the ones that were very apparent in high school as well. Always a go-getter, always confident, always thoughtful, and always thinking about ways to make the world a better place. And that's what you've done. So I'm very, very proud of you. And yes, I did want to reach out today. I'm in Azerbaijan at the moment, actually. So you do have people listening from all over the world. And well done again.
Shakira, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I miss you.
Yeah, we do
But
need to
we're in
catch up.
touch enough. But this girl, if anyone wants to, she was index number one. Like she was who we looked up to and we hope to be. So miss you. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Kathy, I see you're back. Are you now able to get on?
I'm back on.
Yay!
Can you hear me?
Yay!
Yes,
Yay.
we can.
Okay. So I did a whole video that Suzie was supposed to share, but clearly there's problems, technical difficulties. But I want to read something that I wrote for her. So if you'll allow me. Mom, it literally was just the other day when we were in New York City enjoying our kawains, the mini kawains that we enjoyed, single, child-free, if I may add, when you were telling me how you were going to move back to Kenya and start a makeup line, right? And I remember you being so passionate about your wild idea and showing all these plans and booklets and manenos, many things, right? And of course, at that time in my head, I was just thinking, what? See, this one has had too much for the night. We just need to call it night, right? Pipe to wild and mad dreams. And then you went ahead and you did it, right? Everything you said you would do, and so much more. You went home and you shook things up, bringing your mad, wild dreams into reality. You redefined the industry and gone and done some big boss lady pioneer shit.
Shiza!
Sorry, Mama, I know you're on the call. So anyway, I know it's always been an easy ride, but one of the things that I admire most about you, Mama, is your tenacity. You go so hard for what you believe in and for those that you love. Like those that you love are so lucky. Your boys are so lucky to have you. I'm so lucky to have you. So today, my bestie, congratulations. All that hard work you put and the bountiful, beautiful results that has allowed you to write a whole ass book. You're one of one, you're number one, you're the only one. Congratulations, my superstar. And then I have my cheerleader.
Ad-lib. I think that was fantastic. I think that she encapsulated all of that. Suzie, just from the people out there, from the people back home, we want to say congratulations. This is fantastic. What you're doing is amazing. And we want you to keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up. And not that you've ever given up, just keep doing what you're doing. We're behind you. We support you.
Tibim.
Your people. Tibim.
Okay. I've officially cried for the first time.
Oh.
So that was thank you. I don't know. Thank you is not enough. BFF, you know. That was everything. So this girl, Kathy, I mean, she knows immediate beginning of Suzie Beauty, because apparently she tells me when I said in 2009 that I'm going to start my own brand, she yawned because she's like, but you said it. You said it to me 5 years ago on my balcony in Piscataway, New Jersey. So I don't even remember that. She remembers that. So anyway, of course, she's been a huge part of every single part of the journey. We've been pregnant together. We were godmothers to our children. Like, so, this means too much. Okay, let me go cry.
Oh, I love you.
Love you more.
Thank you. So glad we could finally hear you. Kumba, that's what we're waiting for. What the wait? What? Suzie says, I feel that it is so important to say what you mean and mean what you say. On page 209, this is Suzie's truism. Yeah. She says, be kind. We're all the same. There are many great equalizers on this planet. The pandemic was a great equalizer. Disease is a great equalizer too. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If it is an incurable disease, no amount of money in the world can make it go away. We're all the same. We just have different beliefs and different ways in which our minds work. It frustrates me to know that another human being can change someone's life by being either kind or mean. For me, the necessary evil of dealing with corporates as a consultant or as an entrepreneur really rears the ugly head of humanity. You find that one person is controlling something that could change your life because of their mood, their attitude, the way they're thinking that day. Sadly, we come across this every day. A true example, Suzie, is be kind. She also says, I have no desire to be an influencer, but rather influential, and that you are. Is there anyone who has questions, comments? This is the time the floor is open. You can raise your hand. While you're doing that, I've also just put a screenshot in the chat. The book is 3,000 shillings. Like Duso said, you can get it at Bookstop in Yaya Center. You can get it from the Zion Pearl Publishers offices in Kasarani, and he's put the location there. And you can also get it on Amazon for those of you around the world. So please, 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 go ahead and get your copy, get a copy for somebody else. This is about inspiring. Authentic stories inspire and they impact. And certainly Suzie's A Beautiful Journey does that. The floor is open. Kathy, you put up your hand. We're here for more, so go ahead.
So let me interject. I'm sorry. It's Kathy's hand, but it's actually Kwame Nyong'o. I'm the cousin and friend, very good friends with Suzie, Eric, Wokabi, the whole family. And I just want to say, like, Suzie, congratulations. Congratulations. You've done the right thing. It's been said before. But from our side, we're from Seme. For the Seme guys, we say tick. 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 Okay, we're in the US. Time difference. Tick this way. We drive on the right, you drive on. Okay, listen. All we're gonna say is that we really, 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 we're so proud, and we want to encourage you. Anything we can do to push you forward, we will do. And that's why we're here. So we're so proud of you. And we want you to know that we are there for you and your people. We're your people. And that's basically what we have said and what we can say and what we'll be saying forward. We're your people. We love you. We want to congratulate you, and we're moving forward together. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kwame. Suzie is feeling the love. I see that Michelle Ntalami is on the call. Michelle is an award-winning African entrepreneur herself. She is the founder and CEO at Marini Naturals, a close friend, and supporter of Suzie over the years. Michelle, karibu sana. So glad to have you on. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Nemo. Hi, everybody. Hi, Suzie.
Hi, baby sis. No.
Wow, where do I start? Hi, darling. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I think for me, I'd just like to begin to share something about the essence of Suzie Wokabi, the woman she is. Forget everything she's done and achieved, and we all know Suzie has achieved so much for her very young age. So yeah, I think for me it's just the essence of Suzie. As a quick introduction, more on a personal level, I'm Suzie's baby sister. So we are family friends, and we go from way back. We know each other from way back. My brother and Eric. I hope Eric is here. Hi, Eric. You'd better be here. They also go from way back. And of course, we are both beautypreneurs. And Suzie and I have just held each other down through the years. So the essence of Suzie, I recall when I was beginning Marini Naturals. 1 second, guys. Yeah, this is Marini, my beauty brand. I remember okay, there we go. When I was beginning the brand, it was literally like just wading through the forest, and I didn't know, anything about the industry. All I had was a dream, and the only person that I felt I could reach out to was Suzie and Eric. And Suzie was so warm and welcoming to me, and she really just showed me the ropes about everything. She held my hand through it all, through the ups and the downs, and she told me, Michelle, one day it's gonna get really tough, and in those times just remember the reason why you began. And I've always held on to that. And today, of course, Marini has really grown, and it's people like Suzie who just reached out with a helping hand to guide me that I can credit part of that growth for, because Suzie, you have been so instrumental as a friend, as a sister, as a business mogul yourself. You have just been so lovely. And even as a person, through my own struggles, the struggles that I've faced as Michelle, my personal struggles, you've really just always been there. You're that kind of person. With you, I can share anything. Like, it doesn't matter, Suze. Like, I have shared with you my deepest pains, my deepest scars, and you've always just been there to hold my hand and tell me it's going to be okay, and say the most silly things at the most inappropriate time. And always just making me laugh. So I'm so grateful to have someone like you by my side. And I have seen you through the years as well. I have seen you, when Suzie Beauty was there. I really want to give you your flowers, Suzie. You are the queen of the beauty industry. Like, we pay homage. And I think everyone in the beauty industry should know that and should pay homage to Suzie Wokabi, because she's the queen. She's the one who started this. Sincerely, I didn't know, besides Suzie, and I'm so glad she was my big sis, I didn't know anyone else in the industry at the time. And then I later on, yes, exactly, pioneer. And then later on, I came with Marini for hair. Suzie was just the queen, especially for the makeup angle. And we really just need to give her flowers. And I have seen Suzie Beauty grow through the years. I have seen it grow, expand its portfolio, all your amazing products. until it has morphed into SB Dada. And I remember I was one of the first people you ever told about SB Dada, and we talked about it for so long, and I was screaming. I still am, because I think that's such an innovative line to go into. And I don't know how Suzie is this. I guess I'd say, is Suzie a millennial? What is Suzie? What is above millennial, guys?
What? I'm such a Gen X. Like, I'm so old, Mama.
Right. Okay. So whatever is above millennial, and you just know the Gen Z industry. Like, you're on TikTok making videos. I can't keep up. And I remember telling you that SB Dada is such a Gen Z brand, and I don't know how you do it, but I think it's such an amazing brand. And we've shared so much about the growth, your fundraising, which I'm praying for you every day to just keep on scaling in terms of capital, in terms of your beautiful store, your shop, and your customer range. And we all, Suzie, we all want to see you at Sephora, and we believe you're going to be at Sephora. We want to see you at CVS Beauty in the States, because that's such a Suzie Beauty. Suzie Beauty is such a Sephora, CVS, kind of brand, and I'm rooting for you. And coming to your book, I know I feature in there. And in fact, if I didn't feature in there, I would have been pissed because we've just gone through so much, Suze. And I think the photo that you showed me in your book was the lovely, lovely picture with our dogs. I still have that photo until today at my home. We would do like play dates with our doggies at your home, and with Pixel and Cole. High school, by the way, say hi. And
puppies.
Yes, they're big hello, and the kitties. I really think that you documenting your story, your journey, is such a beautiful thing, even for somebody like me, to sort of just walk into your footsteps and read your story. And because people see Suzie Beauty, Suzie Wokabi, the accomplished woman, she's done it all, she's had this brand, this business line, and people don't really know you, the person. And I really want the world to get a slice of Suzie Wokabi, the person. And that's what's in the book, your journey, who you are, how you are as a person, the way you're so witty, and just so warm and kind. And I really think that this book is such a blessing. First of all, I am so honored to feature in it. And I think the world really needs to see this gift that you are, and you've done it at such a beautiful time in your life, at such a perfect time in your life, where you're still young, you still have the energy to speak about it, do book tours, go around and just promote the book. And I'm happy to also join you in that. And what I can tell you, Suze, is God is still writing your story. This is just the half, literally. God is still writing your story. Who knows? Maybe in another 10, 15 years, there'll be a sequel, a part 2. But your story is so beautiful. I can see so much in store for you, Suzie, both on a personal level and on a business level. I think you will always just be a beauty icon. And I don't just mean in business, as a person, your heart, your soul, your mind, your smile, who you are, you represent beauty. So it's no surprise that you're this beauty business mogul. Yeah. And I really feel that God is going to open so many doors for you. And I'm so grateful to you. I'm so blessed to have a friend like you. Me and you, we ride forever and ever and ever. I love you, Suzie. Mwah.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Ride or die.
Forever.
Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. And as I watch you and your journey as well. So we're here. We're here for it all. So much love. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for cheerleading. And really, that's what it's about.
Thank
It's
you so
about
much, Suze.
using our platforms to support each other, right? To help each other get to the next level. And so, Suzie, we're all rooting for you. I will read a message from Ginadine Karaoke, not an unfamiliar name by any means, strategic communication, public relations guru, a powerful fellow trailblazer, I would say. This is what she had to say. Suzie, as a fellow author, I understand deeply what it takes to pour one's soul into a book. Your latest work, Beautiful, is not just a testament to your expertise in the beauty world, but a reflection of your resilience, vision, and dedication. As a true daughter of Africa, you have redefined beauty standards across the continent and championed the importance of self-expression and authenticity. Your journey from pioneering a homegrown beauty brand to sharing your wisdom through this book inspires countless African women to embrace their power and uniqueness. Congratulations on this remarkable milestone. Beautiful words, to be sure. Beautiful words. I will now call on Famo family. I will call on Kenny Mungai, who is masquerading here as Peter Ndegwa. No, really, that's his name. I will call on him. He is Eric's brother, Suzie's brother-in-law, to say something. Karibu, Kenny.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Great stuff. Suzie, you are an amazing person. I remember back and you were talking about your brand. You were talking about building your brand. I don't know if I can say the name here. I'm not so sure. But anyway, bottom line is you were talking about building your brand and you are so crystal clear about exactly what it is that you wanted to try and achieve. I couldn't see it at that point in time, but you were so steadfast that eventually I was like, wow, she's definitely onto something. And sure enough, you built what I want to call it an empire because you built a brand that at that point in time was very, very early in its time. And Suzie, you're amazing. You are very crystal clear about what you want to do. And that's one of your greatest gifts, Suzie, to be able to just put your mind to something and drive it. And you see right through the forest, through the weeds, through the leaves, and get right there. So Suzie, well done. I can't wait to read this book. You have an amazing story. I don't know if the book talks about the diva journey, but hey, that was an amazing time and well done.
It's there. It's there. Yes.
It's definitely there. I can talk about hair colors and different hairstyles. But anyway, thanks to you. Very passionate about what you do, Suzie. Well done. I can't wait to read the book.
Thank you, Kenny. Yes, it's definitely in the book. In fact, we might call you to give us some tips on weaves. But anyway, thank you for that. I will call on Tara next. Tara, if you're on the call, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Suzie, I just want to say congratulations on a huge milestone, pioneering the indigenous beauty brand in Nairobi. Very proud of what you've done. I think speaking as a co-entrepreneur, I'm very proud and also encouraged and inspired by your tenacity. We've had many conversations while I visited in Nairobi or when you came to Nigeria over the many, many years of discussions about how tough it is to do business on the continent. If you were in the US, for example, and you had put in this amount of time, what we'll be talking about is not what we're talking about today. But I'm so proud that you've kept at it. Like your brother-in-law said, you're visionary. But I also think that you're resilient and just pushing because doing business is tough. It was Dangote, who said that when entrepreneurs, African entrepreneurs, get to have a visitation with God, God is going to ask them, you know, where are you from? What continent are you from? And if you say you're from the African continent, that is your license to go straight to heaven. Why? Because you've already been in hell before. And so there'll be no chance of you going to hell or doing hell twice. And that's how difficult it is to do business on the continent. It's quite hellish. But I've seen you go through the ups and the downs of each season and keep your sense of wonder, your joy. That's infectious. Having the chat with you earlier on this week, I could hear your voice, the ring in your voice. And I was happy to hear that regardless of how tough it has been through the season, you've remained joyful. You have remained, Suzie, beautiful, not just in building a beautiful brand, but being a beautiful person. So I'm super excited and inspired to be part of your story, to have seen you through all these years, at least upwards of 10 to 12 years, just keeping at it. And every time you come back again and say, I have this new plan, I have this new idea, I'm innovating again, I think kudos to you. Super well done. And thank you to your husband as well for all the years of supporting you through this journey. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you for that message. Go ahead,
wait,
Suzie.
and no, I'm putting myself on video. Like she's my extreme like idol. Like okay. Enough with the tears. Tara, thank you. I love you. Thank you.
I love you.
Oh, I can't. You're who I look to. So when I grow up, hope to be just like you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I love you.
Oh. For those who are just joining, the book is available a couple different ways. You can pick it up at Yaya Center. The shop is Bookstop. You can also pick it up from Zion Pearl Publishers. They are in Kasarani, and I think the location has been shared in the chat. So you can pick it up there, and also the link for where you can order it online. So wherever you are, get your hands on this gem, right? All the comments are about this beautiful person with a beautiful story of bravery, right? Of resilience. Yeah. So you can get it all here. All right. I can see Monene's hand is up. Why don't you go ahead, Monene? Karibu.
Thank you so much. Let me see if my video works. Yes.
Hi, Manu.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Suzie. I am super proud of you. And just as you are happy to hear comments from your idol, you are my idol, and I'm a very big beneficiary of the beautiful journey through your mentorship and support. And just to give a background to everyone listening, I met Suzie a few years ago at a function by Women in Business. We connected, and then from there I started bothering her with requests. You know, Suzie, would you be on our blog? Suzie, would you be on our branded episode? Suzie, would I bring young entrepreneurs for you to inspire them? And all these requests, Suzie never said no to them. So through me riding on her shoulders, I have been able to grow as a young entrepreneur. Our business has really grown. We got a few clients just from people who just saw me with Suzie on LinkedIn and so on. So Suzie, congratulations. I celebrate you. And for me, I want to be like you when I grow up. Thank you.
Thanks, Monana.
What a powerful testimonial. I mean, it goes to as we rise, we lift. And clearly, Suzie embodies that. So you are inspiring as you rise. There are those behind you that look up to you. And that's an amazing thing. Yeah. The floor is open. Any other comments, questions? The link for how you can get your hands on the book has been shared in the chat. A beautiful journey is Suzie's remarkable story. And it is a story that is told with such candor that is so rare, right? She doesn't shy away from talking about what did not work. So it's not just a rah, sunny days kind of story. It talks about the ups and the downs in equal measure. So an amazing story and then it's told in her voice. I think this is something that Suzie's mom talked about. You're reading this book, literally, you can hear Suzie's voice. It's told in her characteristic openness, in her Villa filters kind of speaking. So it's hard to put down. It's hard to put down. Anyone else? Eric, it looks like you're back on. Go ahead. Now we can see you.
Nate.
Oh, hey, Nate. Nate is Suzie and Eric's second born, and he's got
there?
something to say. Come on in. Oh, you've dropped off. Oh, no, there you are. Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead, Nate.
Hi. Congratulations, Mom, for your new
Hi,
book.
Papa.
It's an achievement. Hi, Mama.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, he just got home and he wanted to congratulate you.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
So
That's
you
it
guys-
from
You wanna make
Team
me
Home.
cry more? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. The floor is open. Anyone else? Questions, comments? Oh, okay. As we watch some home videos of the Wokabi household.
I don't know why they didn't share my dogs and cats, which are not being eaten.
Comments, questions? Anyone who's read the book? How many people have read the book? Raise your hand.
So, there's yes, you, and then of course, Wendy, Kathy, them, because even they helped with the edit. Of course, my wonderful, humongously beautiful mother did a whole bunch of the edits, by the way, because she's a stickler, and I knew also I couldn't get away with some things, so everything had to be kosher. So my mom did like a lot of the edit. But Kathy Ross, I don't know why she was saying she didn't read it because she had like the first ugly me speaking in my complete voice version. Wendy as well. Michelle has a copy, like a few people on here. I'm trying to look. I don't know, again, of course you. Yeah, I don't know why Kenny is saying he doesn't have a copy because Michaela is here. She should have had one. Anyway, so then now we start spreading the copies out.
Absolutely.
Susie, I
Brenda
gotta say
or
something.
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead, Kenny.
Susie, when I saw your message about the book launch, I didn't know you had written a book. I don't even know at all.
Kenny, you were here. You were here for the SB Dada launch.
You remember? Anyway, maybe I'm
The
getting old.
whole room full of books. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe I'm getting old, but I can't wait to
Oh,
read it
sorry.
because your story is
What
going
did
to be
you say,
amazing.
Kenny? Did you say maybe you're getting old? Is that
Old
just
age.
I don't
Old
know.
age.
Is that what you said?
Nimo, don't worry. I'll catch up with you at chat. Don't worry. Well done, Susie. Well done.
Thank you, my brother.
There was a hand up from Brenda. I don't know if she's still on. Brenda or No, are you on? You can go ahead.
Hi Susie. Congratulations on
Hi,
on your
Brenda.
yeah. I'm so happy for you, and I know this book is going to inspire me as a young entrepreneur who is looking up to you. And I would just like to share how I met Susie, and I really echo the sentiments of everyone on what they've shared about Susie. We were on a project together, and funny enough, we never spoke during the project. Then I meet Susie on the flight. Of course, I know her and she doesn't know me. But we laughed throughout that flight like people who knew each other. And then I got her on another project where I was an ambassador. And it has been a lovely journey. And I'm inspired, and also thank you to Dr. Wale for your words. Is it exactly most of the things I've heard this morning are things that exactly what I needed to hear today. Thank you, Suzie. You're inspirational, and I love you.
Thank you, Brenda. Love you too. Thank you. It was actually, I mean, the times we've spent together have been really amazing, and you inspire me as well. And I love you too.
Beautiful story. Thank you. So, Nate, that we saw on the video earlier, Susie says on page 202, since having my own family, I cook 6 times a week. Are you seeing? African entrepreneur, trailblazer, award-winning, building a beauty brand. I cook 6 times a week. We're taking notes. I'm making those memories with my children that my mom made with me. My 10-year-old Nate and I spend a lot of time together in the kitchen. He likes to know how everything works. He could easily whip up a meal at his age. On the other hand, his brother, who is 13, waits for us to serve him while making the commentary on the food. Oh, you added something new here. Nate knows the ingredients that go into meals and prepares his own menus. At breakfast, he'll be talking about what he'd like for dinner. His brother is about to catch up, though, as life evolves. That is, so this, Susie is sharing her life. She's brought us into her kitchen. She's taken us across many ponds to, as she was building Suzie Beauty and the manufacturing, she has now embarking on her new journey, and she's taking us there with her. There's just a lot of Suzie's story, and the detail and the candor and the openness with which she shares her story is just so inspiring, so inspiring. So those of you who, like Kenny, didn't know Suzie wrote a book, clearly now you know, right? It can be found at Yaya Center. The book bookshop is the bookshop that's on the second floor. It can also be found at Zion Pearl Publishers in Kasarani, and the location is shared in the group. There's also a link where you can order it from wherever you are, and it will be delivered to you. But just a powerful story that actually is the kind of book that, so one, it's an easy read, and two, it's one of those things that you kind of keep coming back to. Yeah, because there's just some nuggets in there that you're like, wait a minute, what did she say? So please get your hands on a copy of the book. The floor is still open. I don't know if there are any more questions or comments from anyone that's on here. Go ahead. Anyone? Emma, I see a hand up from Emma. Emma, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I hope I'm audible enough for everyone to hear me. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, hello, Suzie. What I have from my side is just comments and a lot of congratulations for your book. Finally, it's out. And we are so glad that it's out right now. The first time I met with Suzie was in her launch for the SB Dada products. I'm part of the Zion Pearl team. We were there, and it was such a lovely experience to meet her in person. She's so vibrant and so pleasant and so charming to talk to. And she treats everyone with a lot of respect and kindness, and it was so lovely. You know, that kind of experience that like when you are going to meet someone for the first time, and someone so prominent and she's known by so many people, and you've seen her on TV, and you're like scared and you're nervous, like how will she react, and who is she in person, like who is the real person that I'm going to meet. And finally you get to meet that person, and you're like, oh, she's so kind, and she's so pleasant and charming. You're literally talking to her and you can connect. So that's something that's so lovely, and I liked that about her. And I've read her book, and my take home from her book was what's meant for you will always feel natural, calm, and clear, not forced, chaotic, or confusing. Like that's something that's so close to me. I can relate with it anytime, anywhere. Like if I have to make a decision about a certain thing that's so critical, and there is that feeling that this is not it, you can just remember that thing and you say, I'm not supposed to be here, or I'm not supposed to be doing this kind of thing. So Suzie, you are such an inspiration to many. And for me as a young person, you inspire me in so many ways that I cannot explain. And your story is such an encouragement to so many people, I'm sure of it. And people who will get to read your book will be so inspired and touched by each and everything that they will read. And the book is so beautiful. I assure everyone who has not read it, once you get to read it, it's so beautiful. It has so many pictures, and that makes it much more captivating. The moment you see those pictures and the message in it in general, the book is very, very lovely. And that's not the only nugget I got or the take home. There are a lot of them in there, but this one, I feel like it relates to me in so many ways and in so many situations. So Suzie, I want to say thank you for bringing the you in your book. Just bring the natural self to your book. It's so beautiful. And thank you so much for whatever you've done to our country and to so many people. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Emma.
Wow. So inspirational. So inspirational. I think, like she said, there are just so many nuggets that one can pick from this book. It's the kind of book that even if you've read it, you'll still keep coming back to it. Now, there were a couple of videos that had been recorded by Kathy and Wendy, and even if they spoke, we still want to hear what they had recorded. So the folks at Zion Pearl, if you're ready with the videos, why don't you go ahead and play them? Thanks.
Okay. Just allow us a minute to set it up. Looks like when we want to do it, technology is misbehaving, but as soon as it's ready, I will just alert you so we can play it.
No worries, no worries. The floor is open. This is a running message that, throughout this call that we've been saying, to get your hands on the book. You can get it at Yaya Center at Bookstop. You can get it at Zion Pearl Publishers, their offices in Kasarani, and the location has been shared in the chat for this group. And certainly you can also get it online to have it delivered to wherever you need it delivered to. And the link for that has also been shared in the chat. So, and it's also the kind of book that is a great gift, right? So for whether it's, budding entrepreneurs, whether it's for just as almost a life manual, the honesty that Suzie has shared with us in a beautiful journey is really something that touches us all. So it's also just a great gift to give someone. Are you guys ready? Do so?
Not yet.
Nemo.
Still.
Not. Go ahead, Kenny.
Okay, so Pat's having challenges with her phone, so I'm patching her through my phone. Pat, go ahead.
Pat is,
Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me.
We can hear you. Go ahead. Pat is Suzie's sister-in-law, Kenny's wife.
Thank you.
So part of Suzie's
just to
tribe.
tell
Go ahead.
Suzie, first of all, thank you for organizing this call today. And just also to congratulations, what an amazing journey. The stories and the insights as a woman entrepreneur in this field just is so applicable to so many of us. And so just to really acknowledge you, I think to me this is a story of innovation, it's a story of resilience, it's a story of really just being bold and courageous. And it's a story that should resonate to so many women who are looking to get into this area of entrepreneurship. So congratulations. Thank you for sharing this journey with us. Congratulations on writing a book. That's also such a huge milestone, and we're so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you.
Love you too. Congrats.
A journey that is so rich and remarkable. It has its ups, its downs, it has high highs and low lows. It's a journey that you can't do alone. It's a journey that requires a tribe. And Suzie's tribe is her family. Her tribe is her family of friends. And so, Pat is part of her family. So this is the tribe just cheering you on, Suzie, and so proud of you. The floor is still open. Any questions, any comments, please feel free.
Nemo? Am I there? Hey.
Okay, so wait.
It's me. Oh, I wait?
First of all, let me just tell you to wait, because finally the technology is working. So if you
Okay.
don't take this moment, right? So let's play the videos and then we'll come back to you. Is that okay?
Perfect.
All right, go ahead, team. Team Zion Pearl, are we? Or should we have Suzie say something? I think there's still there's the videos are hanging. So I think just when we thought we were in the clear, we're not. So why don't you go ahead? Why don't you go ahead, Suzie?
So I think a very, very small part of the book was talking about this new journey, which for me also has been an ordeal, which I falsely ventured into because I'm like, 13 years of experience. How hard could it be doing this another time around? I don't know if I can actually say it's a bit harder. So all new, like so much more studying to do, and then my audience, SB Data is catering to Gen Zs and millennials, which I love so much because I've been talking about them since the beginning of 2022. Now everyone's talking about them, right? Now everyone's about the Gen Zs, and like I'm like, oh no, I cracked that before because they're too important, they're too many, they're our audience, they're our consumers, they are our children, and I wear my mentorship hat very seriously. And that's why I came up with a brand because the 8-year-old girl's birthday party is a makeup party. It's not a jumping castle party anymore. Let's give them the best product that can work for them. Let's give them what they want also, because we're living in the digital revolution. This is something to recognize and appreciate and work with, because we are living in it, right? So that's it's a small part of the book because when I was writing the book, I was in the process, but it's something that I feel like, yeah, I need to shout about and mention, because this is the world we're living in, and let's appreciate it and also embrace it and deal with it accordingly, right? I think you can relate also, Nemo.
Completely. I mean, being a Gen Z myself,
I know, me too.
I mean, you're speaking to me, Suzie, you're speaking to me. No, absolutely, absolutely. And I think this is you, this is the essence of you, and this is the genius of you, Suzie, is that you see far. You see the opportunity that folks are not able to see. Oh, hold on. Are we getting the videos? Is that what we're saying? Or the recordings? Is it just audio? I'm just going to mute myself so that we see whether it's going to play. Go ahead, Zion Pearl team. Let's hope it works now.
So I don't know, and I think we know each other since we were late. I've been so honored, I'm so humbled by everything that you achieved, and this is just the next for them. So here's to your next, and we're so excited that everyone knows to understand
Okay,
the one that has accepted to play has played. We will try to play the other. So let me just work on it again.
Back to you, Nina.
Back to you, Nina.
No worries. I mean, I think what I was saying as Suzie was talking about the next chapter, SB Dada, the focus on Gen Zs and seeing that opportunity a couple of years ago, that is the genius that Suzie is, right? It's, you know, there's an opportunity, there's a gap here, and, you know, I've got the chops, right, to go in there and fill that gap. I mean, Suzie Beauty filled a gap that was gaping, to be honest. And, you know, she didn't have product. She's just like, I'm going to make my own product. So that is the genius that Suzie is. That is, you know, those are the insights that you'll find in this book, where she just talks about, I mean, you know, there's one, was it on page 103? Hold on. Just 103 or 109, one of those. It's the one about Psycho. Do you know the quote I'm talking about? Where she says that you've got to be a little bit psycho to do this. Psycho like in a good way though, but like psycho like institutionalized psycho. If anyone who's read the book knows what I'm talking about, point it out. I lost my book. Here it is, page 168. An advisor told me the other day that we entrepreneurs are definitely not normal and are probably a little bit psycho. Yeah. So I read that. I mean, it had me laughing out loud, but the reason I read that is that is so Suzie. It's without filters. She speaks her mind, yeah, and goes for it. So lots of nuggets in this book. Now I'm told that the second clip, which I hope will be more audible than the first, is ready. So let me turn it to the Zion Pearl folks to play it. Go ahead. It's not audible. I don't know if there's any audio that accompanies, or is it more of a kaleidoscope of photos?
Wondering, I don't know if there's audio.
Lovely pictures, though. Just,
Yeah,
you know, they're
there's
also
supposed to
telling
be
a story. They're also
there's
telling a
supposed to be
story.
audio to it.
No, that's me and Nimbo talking because so what that MP3 whatever she
Yeah, it sounds like it's not.
The
It didn't quite work, huh?
No, there was supposed to be audio to the pictures.
Yeah, the
Oh,
audio
no.
is just refusing to pick, but it has beautiful sound behind it.
Well, sometimes technology, you know, gives us a nudge, right? That we
You know,
don't have
and
all.
even as much as I'm trying to be tech forward with SB Data, I'm very scared.
But you know what the good thing about you is? You do it scared.
We'll figure it out.
You do it scared, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. So I guess if we're not able to play those properly, I mean, you know, at least we had the opportunity to hear directly from Kathy and Wendy, and so we were certainly privileged to do that. The recordings, of course, will be shared. I guess, Suzie, you have them personally, so you've got those messages. I don't know if there are any other questions or comments as we kind of wind up. And at this point, I will, you know, continue my message of this book. This fantastic, beautiful journey can be found in Yaya Center at the bookstop. It can also be found in Kasarani at the Zion Pearl Publishing office. It can also be gotten online, and the links have been shared in the chat, in the group chat, and so you can have it delivered to wherever you are. So, you know, get your hands on this book, get for yourself, get your hands on this book and gift it to your people, your tribe, because it is just such an inspirational story that is funny and unfiltered. Yeah, funny and unfiltered. I see there's a hand up from Elsie. Elsie, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi everyone. I just want to say a few brief words. I'm not great with. I was just going to say I'm not going to share the nickname I have with Suzie, but there you go. Hi. I've known Suzie all my life. I mean, we're family. And I just want to say she's always been just the way she is now. Cheeky, but in a nice way, just full of life, vibrant, kind, and I can't say how proud I am of what you've achieved. We knew each other very well. Our families were very close growing up, and we parted ways. I would say we went in different directions at some point in life. And then the next time I saw Suzie after that, so I knew her as a kid. And then the next time I saw her after that, she was, I would almost say I was intimidated by her, but not in a bad way, because I knew her as a kid. And then I came back and she was sort of an enigma, a celebrity. And I actually didn't know what to expect. But literally 5 minutes of talking to her and you realize she's the same Suzie, same personality, same kindness, same heart, same authenticity. And she's just literally one of my favorite humans on earth. I love her so much. I love her family. We are, you know, we've always been close. And I just wish you all the best. Congratulations on everything you've achieved. Can't wait to see where you go from here. I know it'll be even more amazing. And I love you. So, so, so proud of you. I couldn't speak earlier because I was like sobbing from when Nate came on the screen and all that. So we're really, really proud of you. Well done and all the best. Love you.
Thank you, my darling baby cousin. That's my baby cousin. And I call her Pussycatty because she's like
Yes.
one of my
Even,
pets.
yeah, even though you look
Love
about
you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And,
Yeah.
and Cynthia also sent me a message. I love you guys so much.
Love
See you
you.
soon. You're coming
Yes,
over.
yes, all the best. Love you.
Oh, beautiful message from the tribe. Family, thank you for that. Anyone else? The floor is still open. The floor is still open for any comments as we kind of wind up what has been just an amazing conversation. All the comments and testimonials and messages have been, you know, really validation yeah, of what we already know, which is, Suzie is a badass that she has gifted us, because this is truly a gift that she has gifted us by putting pen to paper and actually writing her story. Is a benefit to us all. So this is the opportunity to touch a lot more people than she already has. Those of us that are privileged to know her and to love her hold a privilege, right? But this is an opportunity really for her life journey, for her lessons, for her insights, to just get to so many more people and impact so many more lives. So, get your hands on this book. Get your hands on this book. Suzie, at this point, I don't know if you have anything more to add, but yeah, anything more to add? Go ahead, Suzie. Oh, okay. Hold on,
oops,
Suzie.
okay,
Hold on,
okay.
hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Mama Suzie, go ahead. I see your hand. Go ahead. You've been silent long enough. You're like, I need to say something. Okay, please unmute so we can hear you. Please unmute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Nemo, I just want to just say thank you to you. This session so interesting. I don't think I've sat in a place for more than 2 hours enjoying every minute of it. Well, such a you are the best. Well,
Oh, we've lost her sound.
She froze?
Yeah, she froze. Oh. Oh. But thank you, Mom.
Oh no, did she go? Did she
She's
get off?
frozen and we can't,
So
I don't
maybe
know.
her
Can we?
technology
Maybe the
again.
network?
Gosh.
I know, right? We're being reminded.
So listen, let me just I have to blanket this this because this is my entire human. Anyway, she read for you in the beginning what I wrote for her in the book. I would be literally nothing without her. True, but I mean, she's everything. She's everything. She's the most fantastic human. I hope to be a fraction of the mother that she is and person that she is. She's my entire inspiration. She's why. She's my I mean a lot of my why. So yeah, my mama. I don't know. I hope she sees this. Mama, she's there. She's back.
Oh. Mom, we lost you before. Just unmute.
Unmute. And stay in one spot. She keeps moving. Technology.
Technologies. Yes.
There you
are.
We
can hear you now. We can hear you now.
There,
okay, go ahead.
Stay
lost
still.
You before.
I think I finished. I just said I enjoyed the whole thing. And I just wish you, and plus the other upcoming entrepreneurs who you have met, those ones who have mentored you, continue to support each other. We are stepping back, our age, we are stepping back and letting the world be. So do with it the best. Success in where we failed and build it up. Love you all. Thank you. That has been a fantastic session. I've enjoyed every bit of it. Well done. I think this was a better idea.
My love, my mama. I love you. I can't. It's not enough. Love is not enough. Thank you. Thank you for me. Thank you for you.
Bye.
Love you.
And on that fantastic note, just to reiterate, a beautiful journey Suzie Wokabi, published author Suzie Wokabi. You can get this book at Yaya Center, Bookstop. You can also get it at the Zion Pearl Publishers Office, which is in Kasarani. The location has been shared in the chat. The links for ordering this book have also been shared in the chat, so you can order it and have it delivered to wherever you want it. We are so thankful for the gift of Suzie Wokabi. We are so thankful for the remarkable story that has been her journey thus far. We cannot wait. I echo what a number of people said. We cannot wait for the next chapter. But while we're waiting for the next chapter, we're reading a beautiful journey is what we're doing. So thank you so much. Thank you, Suzie, for allowing me to be a part of this conversation. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, that's it from me.
And you, Nemo, thank you for being the perfect person I needed beside me today. Thank you so much. We go way back and it continues. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone that showed up. Thank you, everyone that supported. Thank you, everyone that's been a part of the journey. You know, I have the thank yous already in the book. So my mentors, my family, of course, first, God, family, mentors, mentees, my BFFs, because there's a whole bunch. My look, my doggy's in the picture. My doggies, hello, thank you. And I you know, there's a special list in the book of particulars that I've picked out through the journey, and I'm so glad that this is done. Yeah, this like even I mean Emmanuel didn't come, like he did the photography, like such a good, you know, like so many people, my industry people, so much. So I'm very happy. I'm very thankful. I'm good. This is done, and the chapters to continue. I don't know that there will be another one. Will I do another? Maybe like Sidi was saying, maybe an SB Dada book. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe now it will be like literal like mentorship books. Whoever knows, because the story has been told. So let's see what happens from here. And thank you, Nemo. You above all. Dr. Wale, excuse me. Oh, thank you. He wrote the foreword. I don't know why he didn't even just like read it out, because it was the most amazing foreword I could ask for. And the friendship is amazing, and a lot. It's a lot, and I'm very happy. So thank you, Nemo. And thank you, everyone who's been a part of this. And let the journey continue. The beautiful journey continues.
Dottie, I think over to you.
Okay, so it has been an interesting time just listening to everyone and getting to meet all of you, or most of you. It's interesting interacting with Suzie, at least seeing her face. We have talked on phone, and she's interesting. She's the same. Even today as she talks, she's the same Suzie. I've read a little bit of your book, and all I can say, I like the way you have written it. It's so simple. You easily interact with the author. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to live your life for a while, and we appreciate that. We have given guidelines on how to acquire the book on the charts. So you can get it on Amazon, you can get it at our offices in Kasarani. We are on Kasarani Plaza, Suite 70, 4th floor. We have also given our contacts. You can reach out to us in case you need help, how to get the book. It's a beautiful book. And like one of us, Emma said, the pictures are very attractive. So even if you're not a good reader, you'll be tempted to read because there is something interesting inside it. So we come to the end of this session today. And on behalf of Zion Pearl, we appreciate everyone that has been involved to make this happen. Thank you, Suzie, for the opportunity to be part of your launch. We love you. I'm falling in love with you. You are an interesting person. Thank you so much. So if you're having any questions concerning how to acquire the book, our contacts are there on the chat. Please do give us a call, make your orders online. Either way, we will arrange how you can get the book. So thank you much. I think with that, you kindly allow me to close with a word of prayer. Okay, let us pray. Father, we are grateful for the time that has been. Thank you for bringing us together, even during this launch of Suzie's book. Thank you for the work, so well done work that she has done, oh God. Thank you for the favor that this book will find in the hearts of people as we officially declare it launched, oh God. It is going to be released into the hands of the people that will find inspiration, will find encouragement for it, that someone's life will be changed just reading Suzie's story. We give you praise and we give you honor. Thank you for every individual that set a time, some time just to be part of this. We appreciate them and we give you glory. We give you worship, Lord. We adore you. It is in Jesus' name that we have prayed and we all say amen. Amen. So once again, thank you. Do have a lovely Saturday. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
You too.